Okay, so I know you've probably heard like a million different videos talking bad about Star Wars, but I don't know. I just want to give my thoughts. It's not going to be one of those video essays. Maybe maybe if this video gets like I don't know 100 likes or something, I'll do a video essay. But I don't know, whatever. But these are just some quick thoughts I have. Actually, I have some notes here. So, first of all, I just want to get out of the way. I do not hate Star Wars. Actually, I love Star Wars. I absolutely love Star Wars, but I do not like Disney Star Wars. It's just no, they keep ruining it. Anyways, I have some notes. I want to get through these. Well, okay, so the third the sequels, like the third trilogy. Uh, I'm just gonna list out some issues I have. Uh, First of all, this really bugs me because recently I wanted to rewatch it and it was so hard to watch because in the first movie, right? She learns the Force way too fast. Like, how did she learn it that fast? Like, I'm actually confused. Like, I do not. The Force is not a superpower. It's not a super. It's not like something you just get right away. I mean, you spend years training. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's fine. Uh, Also, I do think Finn. So Finn, he was wasted. He was really wasted. Like, I mean, it was kind of cool idea. I mean, a stormtrooper, not like wanting to be a stormtrooper, whatever. Kind of like a slave idea. It was pretty cool, but he could have been a. I think he could have been a good Jedi. I don't know. It would have been a lot cooler. Also, they ruined Luke. Everyone has said this a million times, so I'm not gonna really repeat it. But yeah, they ruined him a lot. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna split this into chapters. So I guess this is chapter two. Um, the Obi-Wan show. I really wanted to like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to like the Obi-Wan show, but it was just it was a little bit weird. Like, okay, it was too long. It felt like it could have been shorter. I think I don't know if I'm right about this, but I saw somebody turn like the episodes into like one movie, like they cut it down, and I heard it was a lot better, but I don't know about that. Also, it was so cringe seeing like Leia be able to run away from adults. Like she's like a little kid. She's like 10, right? There's no way on earth she was able to run away from adults. That's just no. There's no way, bro. Like she was outrunning them. It was not. It was like outrunning them, out like parkour, like juking them. Like no, just no. I saw a YouTube video and they edited it down to the second they saw her, they just kidnapped her right away. And there was like no running sequence. And it was so much better. Like that whole running sequence was so unnecessary. I don't know. It was just no. Also, Reva, she was just kind of annoying. Like, I mean, you didn't need to. It's called the Obi-Wan show. Like, I don't know. Reva, like, she didn't need to become a main character. Like, that was not necessary. We didn't ask for this. Also, how did she survive two lightsaber stabs? How? How? At least the other guy, the Grand Inquisitor, I forgot his name, the one with the like the long head. At least I could get him because like he has like two stomachs or something. But like I don't know that I can maybe under. I mean even that is like you know what I mean. But she's just a normal human being, okay? And she survived it once as a kid. As a kid. With no medical attention. What do you mean? It was during Order 66. I'm sure there's no medical attention. Like, how? And then later on when she's an adult, it's just annoying. Like, it's not necessary. Why Star Wars? Like, it's not. Why Disney? It's not necessary. It's fine. All right. I guess chapter three. The Ahsoka show. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. The beginning was not bad, but it kind of got I don't know. I'm just gonna list some stuff. I'm gonna list some stuff to make this short. Sabine was annoying in this show. I mean, in the old show, she wasn't bad or anything. She was actually, an okay character in the old show. But in this show, she's just kind of very disobedient, like an annoying way. It's like it's not like disobedient. It's like so like irresponsible, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's fine, I guess. Also, again, how did she survive a lightsaber stab? Like, bro, how? Again, like Disney's not necessary. It don't stop baiting us into like it's annoying. It's actually annoying. Uh, what else? Oh yeah, forgot. So so I'm not 100% sure exactly how the Force works, but from what I understand, the average person has like 1,000 metachlorians per like blood cell or something like that, right? And someone who's Force sensitive has like 10 times that or something like that, like has a lot more. So you need a certain amount of metachlorians to actually be able to use the Force. And the higher metachlorians you have, like the higher like potential you basically have. Like that's just kind of how it works, right? But yeah. So she was not Force sensitive. Like in the show, they kind of made it clear, at least from what I remember from it, they kind of made it clear she did not have the Force. And 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 now she has the Force. I don't know, man. Like they fundamentally changed how the Force worked. Like they fundamentally changed. So now all of a sudden, a non-Force sensitive person could somehow develop the Force. You know how many things that's just why it was unnecessary, but whatever. Also, this thing really bugged me when I saw it. So, remember that fight? I don't exactly remember what episode it was on, but remember they were on that planet and Sabine and that Sith lady. I also forgot her name, the apprentice. So they were fighting each other, and then the Sith apprentice she found out that Sabine did not have the Force, and instead of like using the Force on her, she just continued like fighting like normally. Like, dude, the reason why when two Force users fight each other, the reason why they don't use the Force on each other, there's a reason. Like they don't necessarily use the Force like lifting. Like look at the Revenge of the Sith. If you look at the Revenge of the Sith, remember that scene where Obi-Wan and Anakin just use the Force on each other and they blast each other back, like they repel each other. But when one of the users is not a Force user and the other one is, why don't you just like lift them up and do stuff? Like what are they gonna do? Like it was just kind of like annoying. Like come on, like but whatever. Um, Also, so now let's say Sabine had the Force all along, but just tapped into it somehow. Okay, let's just make that assumption. Okay, so at the beginning, right, she could barely pull a cup. Like it was like barely, right? And then within a short period of time, she was able to push the guy at the very end of the show. Remember? I don't remember the names very well, but the guy with the blue hair, right? So Ezra. I think that's his name. She was able to push him up in the air, like very, very far away. Like how? How do you get to that point? Like that's just not how the Force works. Again, Disney does not know. It's like okay, okay. I don't know if I can make this analogy, but it's like having like a six pack, right? You find like it's not like you get a six pack overnight. That's just not possible. You need to work through it. But somehow in Disney's logic, you could get it overnight. Like that's just not how the Force works. The Force, you actually have to work for it. It's not like a superpower. You could just get it in one training montage or something. It's weird. The Tales of the Empire, or I guess Chapter 4, Tales of the Empire. It was not bad. I mean, it was from May 4th. I watched it on May 4th. It was really not necessary to be that long. It was super stretched out. Like it could have been 2 episodes. Because really, there was only 2 stories in that show, so it was kind of stretched out, but it was not that bad because at least we didn't have to wait for all the episodes. That was nice. Um, I kind of liked the first 3 episodes, but the last three were not the best. I don't know. It was kind of all over the place, in my opinion, but it was not the bad. It was not that bad. But Tales of the Jedi are much better. Like you can't even compare the two. Now, Chapter 5, the whole main reason why I'm making this The Acolyte. Alright, I know. I'm gonna hear it. Oh, come on, man. The show hasn't come out yet. Yeah, I know. I know. I know, man. But take a chill. Okay? Trailers, okay? Look at the trailers, right?
Tell me what comes into your mind.
You see, they can't even get their lines right. They can't even get the lines right. Like, my God, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, but fine, whatever, right? This is my biggest issue, right? So they've changed canon, and they completely changed canon. Like, this is kind of big, okay? At least how I see this. So, okay, so in the Phantom Menace, right? They said, right, the reason why seeing Darth Maul was such a big deal was because the Sith were supposed to be extinct for like a millennia,
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
right? Okay, like for a very long time, right? And somehow in this show, at least from my understanding, the Acolyte is supposed to take place a few hundred years before the Phantom Menace. So, or whatever time. So, and they see a Sith, right? There's a Sith in the show. And what? You're telling me they don't tell the council? Like, let's say they're able to kill the Sith. Let's say boom, defeated, there you go. You're telling me they didn't tell the council? You're telling me they just kept it to themselves? Of course they didn't keep it to themselves. Of course they tell the council. That's kind of a big deal. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing. There's no way you could defend the show. Like unless this is somehow killed like all the like witnesses or something. But that's just like how? Like why? Was it necessary? Like it was not. It was not necessary. And for me, it kind of ruins the ending of the first movie. It just kind of ruins the ending. But you know what would have been a better idea than Acolyte or whatever? Why not make an Old Republic show? Like, have you seen the Old Republic trailers? They look pretty cool. Like, why don't they just make an Old Republic show? Like, come on, man. Like, where like the Sith and the Jedi were like really at war, like all the time. Like, that would have been a lot cooler, man. Like, that would have been a lot cooler. But yeah, you know, man. At this point, I'm not really upset anymore. I'm just disappointed with Disney. Just like I don't know why they keep having to change the canon and just I don't know. Alright, I mean if this video gets like 100 likes I might do a video essay. I don't know, I have no idea how to make it, but I'll figure it out. Alright, well, thank you for watching.